The apocalypse has arrived, and torrential rain is sweeping across the globe. Yet here I am, sitting in my safe house, savoring delicious food without a care. Outside the door, my ex-boyfriend and his mistress are crying, begging me for a bite to eat. I smile. In my last life, my boyfriend Jack wanted to break up with me for the female neighbor across the hall. I begged him not to leave. I even gave him the house my parents left me, just to make him stay. But when the flood came, he shoved me into the water without a second thought. This time, the moment he said, "Let's break up," I agreed without hesitation. The scumbag was stunned. He quickly changed his tune and said he was only joking. But I threw them out of the house on the spot. I didn't have time to waste on him now. The rain was coming soon, and it would last for 3 years. My home was only on the 3rd floor. It would never survive, so I did 3 things. First, I sold the house. I immediately called an agent and listed it for an urgent sale below market price. Second, I moved higher. From my memories of my previous life, I knew one thing for sure. The flood would rise as high as the 10th floor, so I bought a duplex on the 16th floor, cheap and high above ground. Third, I turned money into survival. I put all the expensive collectibles, designer bags, and watches I had once given that jerk up on secondhand platforms. Then I maxed out every online loan I could get. Over the next week, I turned every last dollar into a chance to stay alive. Rice, noodles, cooking oil, and self-heating hot pots filled my storage room. Cold medicine, fever reducers, and antibiotics were just as important. I also stocked up on a diesel generator and a military-grade water purifier. I even hired 7 or 8 buying teams, splitting them up and having supplies delivered to the safe house in batches using different vehicles. No attention, no evidence left for anyone to use against me. Soon, the agent called me. "Someone wants to buy your place." The moment I heard the buyer's name, I almost laughed. It was my ex-boyfriend. He thought I couldn't handle the breakup, so I was dumping the house cheap and running. He wanted to snatch up a bargain. Of course, I wasn't about to turn down money. I signed the sale contract without hesitation. The moment the money hit my account, I finally breathed a sigh of relief. I used the money to reinforce the 16th floor apartment as much as possible. Every door and window was replaced with vault-grade, blast-proof alloy doors. The hallway was covered with high-definition security cameras with no blind spots, each lasting a full year on one charge. The attic sunroom was turned into a soilless growing area, planted with tomatoes and cucumbers. In the entire building, I was the only one preparing for the end of the world. There was only 1 week left before the storm, yet the sun was blazing with unnatural intensity. The neighbors all complained about the unbearable heat, but none of them knew this was the exact sign that the apocalypse was about to begin. 1 week later, the sky suddenly went black. Rain poured down in sheets, as if it were about to swallow the whole world. My ex-boyfriend and his mistress were still elegantly eating steak, completely unaware that a terrifying doomsday had arrived.